What if I told you that the surf camp industry, now worth over $1 billion, has been quietly designed to separate you from your money before you ever touch saltwater? And the people who actually live and breathe this sport, the instructors who've spent decades in the water, the travelers who've booked 10 trips and learned the hard way. They've been trying to tell you which camps are worth it and which ones are running a con, but their voices keep getting drowned out by Instagram ads and glossy websites that won't even show you a price until you hand over your email address. Here's what most people miss. This isn't just about cheap versus expensive. Some of the priciest camps on the planet deliver less coaching, worse ratios, and stiffer hidden fees than camps charging a third of the price. And by the time we reach number 1 on this list, you're going to hear about an operation that stacks 250 verified 5-star reviews, runs a 2-to-1 student-to-coach ratio, and includes everything from airport transfers to video analysis, all while camps down the road charge double and deliver half. And at number 2, there's a value play hiding in plain sight in Bali that most people scroll right past because they don't understand the difference between premium pricing and premium fleecing. So let's get into it. Here are 5 surf camps worth every penny ranked, from eye-opening to absolutely essential. Number 5. The Morocco Budget Play. The hidden gem that embarrasses camps, charging 5 times the price. Taghazout, Morocco. 4 full days of surf instruction, transport to the breaks, and accommodation for around $150. Let that land. $150 for 4 days. Meanwhile, camps in Mexico are quoting $800 to $2,600 for the same number of days. And travelers on forums keep calling those prices crazy expensive because they are. The veterans who've surfed both coastlines know the score. Morocco delivers consistent offshore winds, world-class reef breaks, and a cost of living that means your coaching dollar stretches 3 times further than it does in Central America. Every traveler who's done the comparison knows it. Portugal saw a 35% increase in surf tourism from 2019 to 2024. And that volume pushed prices up. Morocco hasn't caught that wave yet, which means right now you're getting uncrowded lineups and genuine local instruction at prices that make no economic sense for how good the waves are. Here's how to actually use it. Book a self-catering camp, rent your board locally, and spend the savings on extra days in the water instead of paying for Instagram-worthy common rooms you'll never sit in. The reason most people skip Morocco is simple. It doesn't have the branding machine that Costa Rica and Bali have. No one's running influencer campaigns for Taghazout. But the wave doesn't care about your marketing budget. And if you've been staring at surf camp websites watching prices climb past $1,000 for a week, you're probably already wondering why nobody told you about this sooner. Number 4. The Portugal Mid-Range Sweet Spot. The European powerhouse that delivers coaching density no luxury resort can match. Pure Surfcamps runs multi-location operations across Europe, and their Portugal packages start from €349 for a full week. That's around $380, including yoga, cross-training, and full board. Compare that to a luxury resort charging $1,000 a night before you even add flights, transfers, and the Pilates class they'll upsell you on. Portugal's Ericeira and Peniche have become 2 of the most celebrated surfing destinations on Earth, and budget surf hostels in those towns offer dorm beds for as little as $20 a night. The surf community has been proving this for years. The infrastructure is mature. The wave variety handles every skill level, from beginner beach breaks to heavy reef. And the instruction pool draws from a deep European talent base with International Surfing Association, ISA certification as standard. Think about that. $380 for 7 days of structured coaching, meals, and fitness programming in a destination that hosts international competitions. Here's how to actually use it. Book the full board package and skip the a la carte lesson pricing that nickel and dimes you at independent schools. The all-in rate at a camp like Pure eliminates the mental overhead of budgeting every meal and session separately. The reason Portugal gets overlooked for value isn't that people don't know about it. It's that they assume European pricing means European expense. But Portugal's cost structure sits well below France, Spain, and the UK, and the waves are better than all three. If you've been budgeting for a Central American trip because you assumed Europe was out of reach, you're probably leaving the best value week of your surfing life on the table right now. Number 3. The all-inclusive Costa Rica model, the transparent operator that exposes how the rest of the industry hides its real prices. Kalan Surf in Costa Rica said it plainly, and I'm going to read you their words. Most of this industry treats pricing like a state secret. Contact us for rates. Request a quote. You're planning a vacation, not buying a yacht. That quote alone tells you everything about the villain in this story. The Contact Us for Rates model exists for one reason: to size up your budget before they name a number. Kalan flips that. Their all-inclusive week covers airport pickup and drop-off from San Jose, which is a 3-hour drive you'd pay $250 round trip for on your own. All meals, beer and wine, 5 days of surf coaching at 3 guests per coach, daily video analysis, boards, yoga 3 times a week, a 1-hour massage, coffee tasting, and a cooking class. A DIY budget week in Costa Rica typically totals somewhere between $1,400 and $1,700, and you become your own travel agent, driver, and lunch planner. You get whichever instructor has space, on whichever beach is convenient for the school, at whatever time they run the schedule. The numbers don't lie. The all-inclusive model at 3 guests per coach delivers more water time, more personalized feedback, and less logistical friction than piecing it together yourself. Here's how to actually use it. Ask any camp you're considering for a line item breakdown. If they won't give you one, walk. If they hide behind request a quote, they're planning to charge you based on what they think you can afford, not what the trip is worth. The reason people overpay in Costa Rica isn't greed. It's the illusion that doing it yourself saves money when really it just cost you time, which is the one thing you flew there to reclaim. If you're starting to see the pattern and realizing that the most expensive surf camp isn't always the best, and the cheapest one isn't always the worst, do me a favor, hit that like button. It helps this reach people who are tired of getting fleeced by glossy websites with hidden pricing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you belong here. Number 2. Wave House Bali, the premium operation that actually earns the premium label. Wave House Bali starts from 1,750,000 Indonesian rupiah per night. That's approximately $100 a night, which places it firmly in the premium category. And they're completely upfront about why. Their own words cut through the noise. This is where price and value often get misunderstood. The value comes from what's included daily, not what looks good on Instagram. That single sentence separates a legitimate premium operation from a vanity resort with a surfboard rack. Bali sits at the center of the fastest-growing surf market on Earth. The Asia-Pacific region is expanding at over 12% annually, and that growth has flooded the island with operations ranging from world-class to outright dangerous. Unlicensed schools with no ISA certification, no insurance, no lifeguard training, instructors who can't perform a rescue. Multiple drowning incidents have been linked to these unlicensed operations. The pros who've coached across Southeast Asia know the difference immediately. Wave House builds its daily rate around structured coaching, equipment, and progression tracking, not marble countertops and infinity pools that photograph well but teach you nothing. Here's how to actually use it. Before you book any Bali camp, ask 3 questions. Are your instructors ISA certified? What is your student-to-instructor ratio? And what exactly is included in the daily rate? If they dodge any of those, You're not looking at a surf camp. You're looking at a hostel with a surfboard rental desk. The reason Wave House gets passed over is the same reason any honest premium product gets ignored. People see the price tag without reading the ingredient list. And right now, if you're comparing Bali camps by nightly rate alone, you're probably about to book the pretty one that teaches you nothing. Number 1. Barefoot Surf Travel. The operation with 255-star reviews that the overpriced camps pray you never find. Barefoot Surf Travel sits at the top of TripAdvisor for surf camps, and they earned that position one guest at a time across over 250 verified 5-star reviews. Their 7-day camps in Nicaragua run a 2-to-1 student-to-coach ratio. Let that ratio sink in. The industry standard recommended by the National Surf Schools and Instructors Association is 4-to-1 or less. Barefoot cuts that in half. One reviewer put it this way: "The people make or break an experience like this, and Barefoot has the most lovely, genuine head coaches, local in-water coaches, kitchen staff, and even drivers. Surfing in tropical water with all-day offshore wind is incredible, and every level surfer leaves with clear progression." That's not marketing copy. That's someone who paid, showed up, surfed, and came back to write about it. Every serious surf traveler who's compared operations knows this is the benchmark. The 2-to-1 ratio means your coach sees every wave you catch, corrects your positioning in real time, and delivers video analysis that actually references your specific habits, not generic tips recycled for a group of 12. Here's how to actually use it. Book direct. Compare the all-inclusive line items against any competitor charging more, and check whether that competitor can match 2-to-1 ratios and 250 verified reviews. They can't. The reason Barefoot doesn't dominate every booking platform is because they don't spend on the influencer machine the way luxury resorts do. They spend on coaches. And if you've been scrolling through surf camp options for weeks, comparing prices and packages, and wondering which one is actually worth your hard-earned money, this is probably the answer that's been sitting in front of you the entire time. If you made it all the way to the end, you've just learned something most people never will. The surf camp industry is built on hidden pricing, inflated ratios, and the assumption that you won't ask the hard questions. Now you know exactly which questions to ask. Hit that like button if this changed how you think about booking your next surf trip. Drop a comment and tell me which one surprised you most. Team Barefoot? Team Kalen? Team Morocco? I read every comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Remember, sometimes the best surf camp isn't the one with the prettiest website or the highest nightly rate. Sometimes it's the one the veterans have been quietly booking for years, waiting for you to finally find it.